Hi, guys. Welcome to Unwind Friday. It's your girl, Lissa Black, bringing you the heat with a little street.
And it's your girl, Marie Lewis, certified life and health coach, bringing you tools you can use. And
And
we
we are
just
Sisters Edify. Welcome, guys. So, before we get started, we always want to say what we are unwinding with. Guys, I went out earlier, did a little family date with my family. We went to on Bridge Street. It's a place, a really hip, like definitely giving millennial Gen Z vibes. Taco. It's called Condado. And I had me a margarita flight. So right now I don't have anything with me. So if you're like, where you drink at? I might go grab some water, but I'm all set. What are you unwinding with, Marie?
well, of course, I always got to have my H2O, my water with me. And I'm actually doing good on my water today. This is
Good.
done with my second 32 ounce. So I'm proud of myself because I had been slacking. And I am unwinding because it is a perfect day to unwind with some hot cocoa. So I have
Absolutely.
hot cocoa with marshmallows in it, and it's a hot cocoa that has protein in it because I like to, whatever I do, I like to benefit from it. So I'm getting me a little protein inside of this hot cocoa too. So what are you
All right.
unwinding with?
All right. Guys, what are you unwinding with? Drop it in the comments so we know what you have tonight. So, guys, we're going to jump right in.
Go.
Tonight's topic is going to be 8 lessons people learn too late in life. I
Oh,
will say that again. I think this is phenomenal to have now. It is 8 lessons people learn too late in life. So, number one of the things that I feel like people learn too late in life is important people come and go, and that is okay. Sometimes, I mean, I don't want to preach or sing to the choir, but throughout my life, if there has been nothing else that I have learned, that some of the most important people in my life have come and gone, whether that's through passing on to the next life or like, death, or whether they just left or something happened and the relationship went sour. So you need to know that unfortunately, the most important people in your life can become strangers overnight. But it is also important to know that total strangers can become the most important people in your life overnight. So that is a two-way flow. So yes, it's hurt sometime and you lose people. That's important. But you got to know important people come and go. But total strangers, people you never thought you connect with, you start building a relationship, and they come into your life and become one of the most important people in your life.
yeah, Melissa, I agree. Because sometimes, we think people are supposed to be with us forever. But some journeys, they just weren't meant to go on with us. And they were in our life for a reason, for a purpose. Like on one of Tyler Perry movies, like he said, when who he was talking to, was he talking to the one who, I cannot think of the movie, but he was telling her, like, some people are in your life for a season.
Yes, I remember that. Yes. And he was like, you got to understand your seasonal people.
Yeah, so and even like we learn like, okay, we grow up with people and we think that we're supposed to. It's okay to not. You don't have to be angry because you outgrew somebody or they outgrew you. You guys can still be cordial and speak because sometimes God just takes us on different paths.
Absolutely. So, and that, like I said, it's important to know that it's okay to lose important people.
Mhm.
And you gotta let and strangers can become important people. Because I know guys in our generation, we like no new friends. No new friends,
New
new
friends.
people, new
It's nothing
connections.
wrong with meeting new people. It's
It's a
so
beautiful
awesome. I
thing.
love it. You know what? When I got over that no new friend thing, I be seeing people on Facebook. Oh, I cut anybody up. Those are unhappy people. I love people. I love meeting new people,
Yes.
new ideals, new. I mean, it just helps
New connections,
grow.
new
New
networks.
connection, especially if you're a person that's trying to grow and become and
Yes,
walk in purpose. You have to meet new people. God's gonna put you in touch with people that you need
absolutely.
get to where you're
Ab-
going. So absolutely new friends, or even if you're not comfortable with calling people friends, new associates. But you definitely, I have met some beautiful women out here. When I was younger, no new friends. I had my small circle, but now I'm absolutely happy that I opened up and met all these different beautiful women with different characteristics and personalities. I love it.
Love it.
All right. And number 2, you guys, your diet isn't just what you eat. I want to say,
Mm,
your diet isn't what you eat. Because we are flesh and we are spiritual beings, your diet is what you listen to, what you watch, who you around, who you hang
mm,
out with. I had an instructor tell me one time, you are the 5 people who you hang around with. So
mm.
check around and look around. If you see something you don't like in that person that you might be judging, you're them. Because why would you be hanging with them if you don't have something in common? You know?
Yeah. But I love your diet is more than just what you eat, because so often as women, as we get older, we begin to focus on our bodies and automatically we start thinking about our diet. But to think of your diet is a full round circle
Yes.
into your life, being everything that you do, the energy you let out, the energy you let in, the things you watch, the things you are in tuned with, the things that you participate in. I believe that's beautiful because, again, like Marie said, you what you do most is what you do best. So if you are always doing healthy things, you're around healthy, loving people, it's going to change everything that you do.
Yes. Hello. We have Teresa who said hello. Hello, Teresa. Thank you.
Hi, Teresa. Welcome.
So it's what you, like I said, I'm gonna say that again. Your diet not only includes what you eat, but it includes what you watch, what you listen to, what you read, the people that you're listening to, that you're around. That's your diet. So if you want to have a healthier mind, a healthier well-being, a healthier life, you got to get rid of the junk food. Junk food, when I say food, I'm not talking literal food. I'm talking about you got to get rid of the junk that you're reading, the junk that you're listening to, the junk that you're watching, the junk that you're surrounding yourself with, period. So that's what you have to do in order to have a healthier mind and a healthier you and to continue to grow.
I love that. That's great. So, number 3, I mean, like, I feel like this is so important and things that people learn later in life. If we can give you these gems now that you can begin to use these and implement these into your everyday life, I think life for you altogether is going to be awesome. So, number 3, you have to let people down to be happy. What do you mean let people down, Melissa? I can't let nobody down because people are counting on me. People looking up to me. People are doing, wait a minute. Let me tell you guys, your mental health is more important than your career. Yes, your career, more money, and people's opinion. And a lot of times we don't understand that because we are so busy trying to be the best, be the greatest, be the richest, be the fastest, be something. Even some people are so focused on being something that they are not. So I always say check with you first. Because even if it's an event you were supposed to attend, if it was your partner's mood that's throwing you off, family wishes, you have to take a look and take a step back and say, how does this benefit me? What does this look like for me? How am I feeling in this situation? How am I mentally, physically, and emotionally? And and if taking care of yourself mean letting people down, that's what you have to do. Because you go ahead, Marie.
No, I just was gonna say absolutely, because I remember when I was afraid when I was younger to let people down. I used to be, you guys. It used to be hard for me to say no. One of my sisters used to have to say no for me because I was scared to let people down. That began to drain me. I began to get used, taken
Yes.
advantage of, and I felt bad and down because I felt like I was weak because I wouldn't stand up for myself. Because if you're afraid to let people down, then you're gonna let people take advantage of you. Then
Yes.
you're gonna start being mad at yourself and them when it's really you. So you like they said, you have to let people down to be happy. It's okay to say no, I can't do this. It's okay to say no, I can't make it to that event. It's okay to say no. It's just
Yeah.
okay to say I can't do it.
Absolutely. I feel like if you want to think of it in a selfless tone, you can't pour from an empty cup. An
Absolutely.
empty cup does not have anything in it, so it has nothing to give, right? So you have to be full in order to pour out onto other people. Because if you are depleted and you are down because you keep pleasing people, keep going to those events that really you should not have went through to, because you understand how you're going to feel when you're there, when you are trying to please your partner, because whatever the situation is, if it's a relationship that's not going to work, if you are going to, you just got to choose you first. If more than anything, I would say your self-love must be stronger than your desire to be loved by others, because you have to love and put you first in order to love other people. So you got to be first. You got to be selfish in that tone.
Yes, Melissa, I absolutely agree. You guys, if you have any interest, I'm just hoping that we don't have any air interference. If we do, stick in there with us. Sometimes the internet just not friendly with us, especially on rainy days and things like that. So number 4, never let rejection lead to self-rejection. You see, you guys, you probably like, what does that mean? Never let rejection lead to self-rejection. Most of the time, if a person is rejected, they begin to run from situations because they have a fear of rejection. So
Mhm.
they begin rejecting themselves, doing self-rejections. Say
Mhm.
they get a new job or something, because or not a new job, but they see a new position that they want, right? They count themselves out because they have been rejected before. Always walk boldly. It don't A no is only a no, but never stop asking for what you want just because you got one no. Like I said, just because one door, when I believe that when one door closes, another one opens. So you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
I'm busy now. Reed. Tell me later, okay? Don't.
So, and sometimes the people, when they're being rejected in their subconscious mind, they have they avoid rejection, Melissa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Their subconscious mind. But in reality, they have been in reality, they're not being rejected again. They're doing self-rejection.
Right. And avoidance is definitely a big thing, because always in your mind you're thinking like, I want to avoid being rejected. So
Hmm.
I'm going to do everything I can to move away from that situation. So sometimes, like you said, you're not going to go for that position, or you're not going to ask that person. You're
Yeah.
not going to be the bigger person and reach out, or you're not going to go say to your partner, "Hey, I'm sorry, baby, let's work this out," because what if they reject me? So in that sense, you start to do self rejection, because you're rejecting you now because the situation never happened. So that's the thing about rejection. So you have to be careful, guys, because if you never been rejected because you never tried, then you are self rejected.
Absolutely. And you know what? I just want to pause and ask you guys that's watching, what are you guys unwinding with? I'm unwinding with me some hot cocoa with marshmallows in it. Comment and let us know how you're unwinding this cold out here in Michigan. It's cold Friday evening. Um, Also, this what Melissa, I see a lot of people who say, I don't ask nobody for help, this, and that. And
Hmm.
the reason why they don't ask for help is because they're afraid of rejection, because they have needed people before and was rejected by someone else. So they go through these struggles alone because they're afraid.
Yes. And therefore they're they're
That's
rejecting themselves of help. And
yes.
that's deep, because
That-
to say to yourself, "Well, I'm not going to ask because I may be rejected," then you are rejecting yourself from help. You are rejecting yourself for somebody who might be ready to pour into you, so for somebody who might be ready to bless you, for somebody who might be waiting for you to reach out because they want to help you, but they scared that you might reject them. Come on, somebody.
Go ahead. Preach, listen, Black.
Come
But
on, somebody.
so guys, don't let rejection cause you to self-reject your purpose, cause you to self-reject your dreams, cause you to self-reject that new job. You know what I'm saying? Cause you to self-reject that new car, whatever it is that you want. Don't let rejection lead to self-rejection in your life.
Yes, absolutely. Number 5.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, number 5. So own your responsibilities. Own your future. So when you own your responsibilities, you own your future. Of course, you are not responsible for the trauma that has happened in your life, but you are responsible for breaking the cycle and not hurting more people because you've been hurt. So many people, and they say hurt people hurt people. Absolutely not. It's time to break those cycles. You break the cycle. You be the better person. And you say, because this happened to me, I would never let it happen to nobody else. I'm going to be the person to change this and break that cycle. So you can never control your future if you let your present control if your present is controlled by your past. So you can't never move forward if you are stuck in your past because you're worried about what has happened to you. So stop thinking about what happened to you, but what you're going to do about it, what you're going to change about it. Because so often, especially in our community, and when I say our community, you guys know, as women, as African American women, as us as a people,
African
period.
American man too. We have guys.
That's what I said. Us as a people, period. We so many often we let our past dictate our future and how we move and how we operate. But if we say to ourselves, I'm going to break the cycle, no more with this take over my life, because I don't want my children to experience this. I don't want my children to have to recover from this. This is the last time this is going to happen. And I feel like for us as our sisters, like we said no more on a lot of things in our family that has happened. And we took control over our future when we did that, because we began to build stronger foundations. We began to make childhoods that our kids don't have to recover from, that they can say, oh, we had a great childhood. Yeah, we were spoiled, or whatever it is that they will say.
Yeah, sometimes I believe, so only your responsibility is stop making excuses, basically. Don't make excuses for why you're not moving forward in your life. I don't, yes, your whoever hurt you in the past, your upbringing might have not been up to par, but it's up to you right now as an adult to own your future. It's up to you to make a choice. All that in the past cannot even be changed. Even if our mothers or whoever hurt us wanted to change it, they can't change it. So now we
Absolutely.
have to heal, find ways to heal. And that's on your responsibilities, is finding ways to heal. Stop making excuses. And then you own your future by being what you were purposed to be in this world.
So for number 5, the takeaway I want you to take from number 5 of owning your future, owning your responsibilities, owning your future. What happened to you yesterday might not be your responsibility, but how you behave today is.
Absolutely. I agree. I'm going to go to some comments we have. We got a Facebook user, I can't see who it is, said that they are winding on the dust in their work truck. Hey, I need for you to accept the stream so we can see our name. I won't be able to see your name until after this is over. Then we have Serena. Hey, Serena.
Hi, Serena.
On some sweet red. One of my.
All right. That's one of our faves. Maybe
Yes,
for Christmas we'll get an advent calendar. I'll get an advent calendar with the wine, and everyone Wine Friday we'll just take one out and see what it is.
So you guys, this is my favorite one. Number 6, quality over quantity.
Yes.
Life about quality, not quantity. Now, I have always said this to my sisters, and then when she asked me why I spend so much money on certain things. And what I always tell you, Melissa.
Quality over the quantity. Because I like the quality of the stuff.
They don't listen. Oh, they like, oh, you could have got 3 of those shirts for that one. I said, did you feel the material of that shirt in this shirt? So I believe in quality over quantity. And that's what life is about. Life is about a quality over quantity. One quality friend is better than 1,000 acquaintances. You know what I'm saying? One quality relationship is better than 100 flings. One quality experience gives you more quality. More than 100 drunken nights. It's just going to give you more experience than 100 drunken nights. So quality over quantity. When you do pick friends or people, you want to make sure it's quality. Some
and
people
take your time.
seek friends, and I know these people who don't have a lot of siblings, they call anybody friend. I don't. So guys, some people who don't have like siblings, they literally call anybody friends. Like, they just get really close to people, and so they leave themselves open to be hurt when they should be calling them associates until they've got into a real situation with these people, you know. But me, because I have a big family, I never had that problem. But it is so important, even when you buy clothes, when you buy a car. I hear people who say, "Oh, I ain't paying no car note," and I don't blame. Don't pay a car note, but don't judge us who do, because I like quality.
Yes.
I don't want to be broke down. I want to be able to hop on the highway whenever I want to and not be on the side of the road. And if I am on the side of the road, they bring me another car to pick me up and take that car to the shop. That's why I like. So always remember, life is about quality, not quantity. Always, no matter what decision you make, go for the quality, not the quantity.
Yeah, and take your time, because honestly, guys, when we rush into things, you're gonna have more of a quantity situation. But when you take your time and you begin to you see what you have, because they say you don't know what you have until it's gone, right? So I always say take your time. So that's a good thing with that quality over quantity, especially when you're thinking about friends and relationship aspect. But that is a perfect.
Melissa, like relationship, it's women who turn down good man because another man might have a lot of money. That's quantity. You're getting quantity over quality when you had a quality man who's still hard working, but you want somebody material things and he's mistreating you.
I love that, because that's a perfect segue into my next one. So I know I want you to keep going. I'm like, you keep going, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I want to say, like, even with a job might pay more, but it might not be quality. You might be miserable there. So every decision you make, always look for the quality over the quantity. Go ahead.
Yes. So that's a perfect segue into number 7. Fairy tales will make you unhappy, honey. Like, obsessing over things that society says that you're supposed to do will kill your happiness, especially in our world today. We are on social media. Everybody like they balling. Everybody look like they in the best relationships. Everybody look like they worth $1 million. Everybody like they traveling the world, because they only put those happiest moments on social media. So if you start obsessing over everything everybody does, you're never going to be happy. So you don't listen to the fake fairy tales of how your life is supposed to be going. For example, you don't have to go to university when you're 18. You don't have to have a job at 21. You don't have to buy a house at 25. You don't have to get married at 30 and have kids at 35. You go at your own pace, because your own pace is going to be your personal path to happiness. Everybody have different starting lines, different backgrounds, and different experiences. So do not base your life on what you're seeing, especially on social media, because it's only the very bare surface of what you are seeing on what people are really like, or things are really like.
Absolutely. And I agree with that, because I feel like fairy tale messed up my experience in a relationship, like watching
social media would do it.
like watching those movies and watching all. That's why I don't watch Hallmark to this day. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
You don't watch what?
Hallmark Channel.
Oh, girl, I watch it because I like it. I mean, I get it's ridiculous.
I feel like it. I ain't hating on Hallmark, but I'm just saying though, I just hated that when I was growing up. I had this fake fairy tale of how a relationship should be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it's crazy how they do it, and it's so funny. The movies end the same way every time, but I like it. I'm like my niece Lisa. I love it.
Yeah, no, I'll be like, okay, I'm going back in my room. But I'm gonna say this. So y'all, this is so important to me, being balanced in life. I see a lot of people lacking this. Fun is yours.
Yes.
Yours to create. Not nobody else. You don't need a man. You don't need a woman. You don't need a friend. You don't need anybody to create fun for you. You know what I'm saying? Fun doesn't have to mean drinking and partying and socializing all the time. That doesn't have to be your fun. Some people think I was a person at one point in my life, didn't know how to, that was the only way I knew how to have fun growing up.
Right.
In the family I grew up in was drinking and partying.
Mm-hmm.
That was until I had to find a different way, and it was difficult for me. So I know that it's difficult for other people if that's how you grew up in a family that drank and party. And anytime the family was having fun, it was doing drinking and partying. You know what I'm saying? Fun can be a night alone, getting lost in a book, in a bubble bath, taking a walk,
Oh, her thing paused for a minute. I don't know if I'm still.
Monday was a beautiful day, and it was warm, and you can go walking and see all the God's creation, His art of all the colors of the trees look so beautiful. Because I love fall colors, I just don't like the coldness. You are.
You know what?
Happiness can be creating art, and I love what I'm playing.
Yeah.
Music, doing work that you love. Your phone belongs to you, so make sure you define it. You define what's fun to you. It don't have to be defined by your past. It don't have to be defined by, ways that we grew up on. You create what's fun for you in your life, for you and your family, and,
Absolutely.
And that fun be yours. Nobody else can create this for you. You have to create it for yourself.
And I feel like fun is also tied into happiness.
Because
if you're not happy, you can't have it's impossible for you to have fun. Imagine when you at your lowest.
Be happy. Because
I feel like that's tied into it. So what makes you happy?
I see people brag, oh, I'm a woman that go from work to home. Boring. That don't sound like, I think they think that's gonna draw a man in.
Hopefully that's their fun that they're defining.
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know it's the no good man who wants you at home in the house while he out. No good man wants you just from work to home. A good man gonna want to go out with you and mingle and have fun and do fun things with you. So I don't want to be from work to home all the time. I want to have a balanced life where work, home, and have me a little fun on the side. I want to be
balanced. And our generation big on work-life balance.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, the new generation.
We don't play that. Millennials, we came with that. We brought that into the workforce.
Millennials came with it. I think the newer generation, what is that, Z?
Generation Z, like, I'm not doing nothing. I want to be paid to do nothing. And bless their heart, because I'm with them on that.
I like Generation Z. Like, they're doing
I like them too.
Making money. They cut their phone off when they want to. And then when they want more money, they cut their phone off and go deliver some more food and get some more tips.
And we'll quit, honey. If they don't like it, baby, they gone. Ain't nobody got more work IDs than Generation Z.
Because prior to the pandemic, our generation and the baby boomer generation and millennials was working 2 to 3 jobs.
And Gen Z like, we're not having it. So first millennials was like, you know what? We'll come to work, but you got to understand, I'm not staying all day. Like, I need to go home. I need to have family life. And then Gen Z came in like, look, you either going to do what I need you to do, or I'm going to go somewhere else. Somebody else will. So we got to appreciate them for that. But again, not to get off topic, I feel like fun is tied into happiness. Do what makes you happy, and then you're going to have fun in doing so.
Absolutely. Because if you try to do with somebody what makes somebody else happy, you're not going to be funny. You're imitating. That's a fairy tale.
That's that fairy tale. That's number 7. That's number 7. So let me go back through, because always I like to do a summary. Guys, I had got a little ahead of myself, so give me a second here. I had closed out. So tonight we did. Give me 1 second, because like I said, I just got a little ahead of myself and I closed out on that topic.
Go back through right here.
Yep. So tonight our topic was 8 lessons people learn too late in life. Number 1 was important people come and go, and that's okay. Again, you got to understand that people you love, people that were so important in your life, can become strangers overnight, but strangers can become important people overnight as well. So being open and open-minded to that can be a great tool in your kit. Number 2 is going to be your diet isn't just what you eat. Again, you need a full rounded diet. That's going to be what you eat, what you watch, who you follow, who's in your circle. It's what you do. It's everything. So your diet needs to be full and wholesome to you as a person and your soul. Number 3, you have to let people down to be happy. Like I said, you have, for your mental health, whether it comes to your career, more money, people opinions, you have to be able to say no. If it's the event you were supposed to go to, if it's your partner's mood, and if it's your family wishes, you got to be okay with letting people down in order to protect you and your mental health. Number 4, never let rejection lead to self-rejection. When we say that, we mean you have gotten so scared of being rejected that you no longer reach out, you no longer try. Therefore, you are self-rejecting. You have already said to yourself, I cannot have this, so I'm not going to go for it. Number 5, own your responsibilities, own your future. So, as we said, your trauma is not your fault. It's nothing you can do about your trauma, but how you react and what you do to break the cycle in order to not hurt more people is what you have in your control.
In
And
order not to hurt you.
in order not to hurt you. So what happened yesterday may not be your responsibility, but how you behave today is. Number 6, quality over quantity. Life about quality, not quantity. So again, picking that one friend over 100 acquaintances because you want that quality relationship. That person always there for you. That person gonna make sure you good because that person genuinely love you. And you got a couple associates that come every time they need something. Honey, that one friend is better than those 100 associates. Number 7, fairy tales will make you unhappy. Stay off social media. Never compare yourself to something you are seeing, even if it's not social media, because your past, your experiences are all different. And you cannot put yourself in somebody else's shoes because you have never been in their shoes.
Absolutely. And another way to stay away from fairy tales is not being in denial. Owning up to the truth, seeing the truth for what it is, because being in denial is a fairy tale.
Yes, and number 8, last but not least,
Yes.
fun is yours. You define your fun. I always say what makes you happy, you will have fun in doing. If it does not make you happy, you most likely will not have fun in doing it. So we have came to our 30 minutes, our end of this Unwind Friday, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, if you have a topic you would like to discuss, drop it in the comments or send it to Marie or myself. We will do the research for you and bring it before you. Marie, anything you want to add?
I just would like to say thank you for joining us. Join us again. We'll be back here next Friday. Please drop us a topic that you would like for us to
subscribe.
And even if you want to listen, even if you want to have a discussion about something that you disagree with us about, we can send you a link so you can come on a live and we can have a live discussion on it. If you got something that you want to add or a topic you want to talk about, we'll send you a link and let you in. Just let us
or a
know.
topic you want to revisit. You know what? I want to add that in because we always say a new topic, but some people like the older topic. If it's a topic you want to revisit because you want to add in, or you thought you want to know a little more about, or is a section of it that you wanted to kind of dive a little more into, please let us know that as well. I just wanted to add that. But subscribe, like, share. We need your support.
Comment. Let us know if you enjoyed this session. We want to know if you enjoy our sessions that we're doing. Let us know how it helped you, if it helped you in any type of way. If you got any aha moments like, oh, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that moment. Appreciation, something that you appreciated about the session. Let us know that.
So last but not least, Unwinders, it will cost you $0.00 to share this live tonight. I challenge you to do so. Thank you so much for joining us. You have a great evening.